Mondays. I'm Sirken. It's Monday. We're here. I don't know if you can tell, but you know what? All this I just almost ended stream. Holy shit. All this enthusiasm that you are hearing in my voice this evening, it is all fake. It is but the reason I'm telling you is that I want you to know that I do care enough to fake it for you this evening. We're joined by wonderful people. Wonderful people. We have Eunomia here making her very first Monday night appearance. Say hello. Tell these people who you are, just in case they have no idea.
Hello everyone, I'm Eunomia. I am a guide on Project 1999, and it's very nice to be here tonight. Thank you, Sirken.
She's not just a guide, and you're welcome. But you're not just a guide. You are our senior guide. All the other guides are technically your minions that you can send off to do your bidding.
I don't like to look at it that way.
It's okay. I'll remind them from time to time that that's how it is. Oh, Telin. We have Telin. We have the wonderful P99 Dev Telin here. Tell them a little bit about who you are and some of the things you've done, sir.
Hey guys, I'm Telin. I've been with P99 for a few years now, and I work on a couple projects for the server, most notably the spell effects and now the skies and weather effects.
That's A+. How long have you been a dev?
I guess you could say last spring.
A+. I like that. Alright, moving on. Knix!
Hello.
Hi, Knix.
Hi, Knix. This is... I said hi, Knix again.
Yeah,
this
you
is...
did.
I'm from TMO. We're a guild on P99. If you haven't heard of us, you probably haven't played on P99.
Mm-hmm.
And so Tellin's in charge of the weather?
I mean, he's
I'd
doing
like
the
to complain
sky.
about the rain.
I don't
We
think...
gotta make it more classic, yeah.
Oh, so it's just not... just can't complain that the rain happens too
Oh,
often?
yeah. No, I'm not the weather forecaster.
Oh, that would be nice, though, if there was someone we could yell at about the rain. Because it rains way too much.
It was raining for like 2 hours in Commonlands today, I think.
It's not just that zone. There's so many zones where it just rains too much. Shit is not classic, bro. So that should be next on your business, fixing why it rains so much.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
That's an official complaint from Knix, and we take her complaints very seriously around here.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, is there a way that you can go back and on the Wayback Machine and find out how much it rained? I mean, did anybody even pay attention to that?
I don't think we log rain.
I doubt people wrote about it, yeah. I can remember it a little bit, but it's going to be different.
Well, we have Uberbandit.
Damn Skippy.
Say hi. Tell these people who you are.
Hello, stream peoples. I'm Uberbandit of no particular importance. I think that's about it.
That's about it.
My resume has gotten incredibly short.
It usually goes the other way. They're not supposed to get shorter as you do more.
Yeah, well, I don't do a lot.
Do you stream?
Theoretically.
Where do you do that if there was a theoretical place for it?
Well, theoretically, it'd be twitch.tv/Uberbandit22.
And so people should go there theoretically and follow the button.
If you're a man of science, yes.
All my words just came out incorrectly.
That's
all
fine.
of them.
That's all I do.
I was trying to be clever and just it all went to shit. So those are the hellos. Thank you guys for all being here. Eunomia, I'm excited that you're here because I've never had you here before. And I'm excited that Knix is here because I don't have to deal with the Knix and Eunomia are the same person garbage. And
We are two different people.
Yep.
that is a thing that happens. For a long time, it was Knix and Eunomia are the same person. And then somehow Eunomia, you turned into a man. And now, whenever people tell me things about you, it's always like, this guy, or he said, or him. And
Maybe she's speaking with more authority to players.
maybe she could just be...
Well, People petition that Morgan is female. They always call him she. So, and they call me he. So it's entertaining.
That is true. That is true. What do you feel about the how do you feel about the Red server voting you in as their new preferred GM?
It's pretty funny.
You can have that, by the way. I'll let you take the
No.
whole.
I wasn't kidding. I would ban everyone. So,
You can't just ban everybody.
well, one at a time.
How long do you think it would take you to get a reason to ban everybody?
About 5 minutes.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
probably 3 weeks.
3 weeks, 21 days, Red server, and she would have you all shut down. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I don't think Red's that bad. I mean, it's the problem is the people who are bad, they're just really, 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 really shitty people. I don't know if you heard, but I recently learned that one of our fine, upstanding community members tried to smash a woman's head in with a mace in real life in the
Yikes.
Sacramento area. So, go P99.
I mean, maybe she dropped epics.
Like a real mace?
Yes,
Oh.
he fashioned a medieval style mace and slammed it into a woman's head. But luckily, he doesn't know how to craft medieval weapons very well. And so the handle busted, and she didn't take the full force of the blow. So she's alive, for anyone who's wondering. She didn't die. But that still got him an attempted murder charge.
Yeah.
And thank you, Judo and Brimcon, for hitting the follow button. If you go to
How
our
did-
forums, what's up?
No, go ahead.
If
Sorry.
you go to the forums, www.project1999.com, there's a thread somewhere. It's either an off-topic or Rants and Flames. It might be PvP Rants and Flames, now that I think about it. And just click on things. You'll find it. There's a link. There's a YouTube video. Explains the whole thing. It's got a damn voicemail message that this nerd left another player. Stop talking to people out of game. These people are crazy. Jesus Christ. Everyone I know who plays on Red, I tell them, like, if I talk to these people at all, I tell them, do not share your information with anyone. Don't give out real life information about yourself, because these people, some of them are fucking crazy. And you know, just between us all here, like, you don't want to...
You don't want to be attacked by a base.
You don't need that shit. You don't need people calling you up on your phone. You don't need people calling your job. You don't need dumb people doing dumb shit. My nerd friend, Keith. What?
Sirken.
Wait, hold on.
But
Breaking news.
this just in.
Stop! I'm trying to read these things. Holy balls of shit. What was discussed? What? I don't even know. I don't even know what to say to that. Keith is good people. He's the person that I got accosted by the police with a while back. And honestly, I was hoping that he might be here tonight. Because you know what I was going to do? I was going to make him sit in that chair right there and wheel it right on over here. And I was going to make him tell his side of the story. And you guys could have heard. You would have heard how messed up that night was all over again. And new people would have heard it for the first time. And old people would have heard it for, I guess, a second time. But it would have been heard again and from a different point of view. So, that's my story. Eunomia, have you done anything fun today?
No, I
In-game?
worked. And then
No.
I came home and cleared the petition queue.
You're a saint for that.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I haven't done anything for the petition queue at all today. Not even a thing. Although, I do like when people petition things like, Sirken, please send me a tell. Because Sirken usually doesn't even see those, and if he does, he just deletes them. That's probably the single worst way to get me to send you a tell. Chat room people. I'm also going to say, if you have questions, you've got 2 staff members and a dev and a player and my
Uberbandit?
legal representation, a bandit of Uberness, all here to
Well,
take
there's
questions.
something floating
Oh.
around your chat right now.
There's what around chat?
there's Jax who is talking about how he made a petition thread about him's getting RMT banned without him's knowing it and is wanting responses.
Is his Jax? I need to know if your petition was moved to resolved or not. If it wasn't moved to resolved, that means it's still active and we're still looking into it. If it was moved to resolved, there should be an explanation there for you. If we asked you for more information and you didn't give us that information, then you need to think of another way to look, you need to prove that what you're saying is legit, because if we banned you, it means you're somehow associated with an RMT and an RMT transaction. We don't just pull names out of hats. So I know people are like, well, it's shitty that the burden of proof is on us and guilty until proven innocent. But that's not how we see it at all. If we banned you, then to us, you're guilty. And we know that there's going to be some innocence thrown in the mix. It happens in real life. It's going to happen in fake life too. But once we connect you to the dirtiness and throw you in jail, you need to get your legal team on getting out of jail. Oh, Lord. There's a problem with the call, it says. I don't know.
Telin's getting wrecked.
Telin's getting wrecked. Well, that's okay, because I can still hear you just fine, and if you can hear me just fine, then...
Yeah, so if you're saying if people are responding to a resolved petition thread, that the GMs don't look at that, right?
I sometimes do. I know after I do a big batch, I'll sit around for a minute and check the resolved petitions for people that reply.
Mm-hmm.
Eunomia, how often do you go into the resolved section just to look for replies after you've resolved something?
Once a day, but
Oh, okay.
if I can't help any further, I'm not going to respond.
Right. Well, yeah, because you're done with it. At that, like, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, I sometimes tell them to petition again, and then I'll tag it for a GM.
Yeah. So I know sometimes you've taken things out of resolved and like reflagged it, or I know there's times I've misread things and then gone back and changed it. But I would also say if you think a staff member messed up or that your petition was handled not correctly, you need to politely and respectfully get in contact with the staff and deal with it. Coming to the staff and being like, "Oh, you effing retards are all stupid and I hate you, give me stuff." That's usually not going to fly.
So if person's petition got moved to resolved, since because RMT being the only response, would you say they might want to make a new petition with perhaps more details on why that's not the case?
If they just got a thing that said RMT and nothing else, like not can you explain X, Y, and Z, then I have a feeling it was done a long time ago, or at least not in this most recent wave.
Yeah, he said over a year ago after his son was born.
Okay, well
Or
then,
before.
if he legitimately... Here's the thing, if he RMT'd, we're gonna know he RMT'd. And so if he legitimately thinks he didn't, he can petition and we'll look into it. But I mean, if he did, we'll know he did. And him just talking and saying he didn't won't get his account back. But that being said, if he's guilty, we'll look it up, or innocent, we'll look it up, we'll ask him to explain some stuff. And after he does, if it checks out, he'll probably be released. Like, we don't want to just keep people banned or just ban people for the sake of doing it. That's horrible. But when we know that you're guilty or when you appear very, very guilty, then you're gonna get banned. And that's just it. I know I had to unban probably 12 or 13 of the people that I banned for the RMT thing recently. All right, we lost Telin. I'm just gonna remove him because Skype is trying so hard to add him back in the call, and it's just not working at all.
His sky was so pretty, though.
His sky is pretty. I'll give him that. Oh, I didn't put the skies in my thing. I just didn't do it.
Are you showing any pictures in your stream? Is my internet that slow that I'm not getting your pictures?
I was zoning. I'm not showing pictures, but I was literally just zoning. So if it was still, that might be why. But it shouldn't be still now. I'm looking at it on another monitor, and it's running in Solvi.
Yeah, I have the worst internet service possible.
Not worse than Telin.
Do that. Do that.
All right.
What's next?
Question. If by chance live EQ gets closed down, will P99 be able to support all the new people that will probably come to P99 to continue their EQ crack fix?
Oh, man.
In other words, what's our server capacity look like?
I have no idea, but I don't think we'll hit it no matter what. I don't think, if EQ1 was just shut down, if the devs were like, oh yeah, we're done, and they shut that down, I don't think a lot of their players would play here, to be perfectly honest. I think the people who are happy playing EQ1 in the state that it's in right now, I don't think they'd enjoy P99 at all. And I know a lot of people, Knix, you can speak to this because you're a player. I don't think a lot of players on P99, I don't think they would play on, if P99 shut down right now, I don't think that players
I would not go back to live.
Yeah, I don't think, I just don't think our player bases are compatible. I don't think they want the same thing. And so I don't think EQ1 players would flock here. And if they did, I don't think they'd stay here.
Yeah, my husband plays still on live, and he's busy enjoying all of the weird stuff that they put in it that wasn't classic.
Has he ever tried P99?
No, he hasn't.
Does he tell you you're dumb for playing it?
Yes, because I don't have all of my goodies I had on live, and all the cheats and the quick ports, and you can hire mercenaries to do all kinds of stuff for you, but the community's not there.
It's not the same game. Yeah, you're right. We have community nerds. Oh, I recently was listening to a stream. I just now decided I won't name any names, but I was listening to a stream, and there was a person talking about EverQuest, and they were saying that they 3-boxed all the time, and that's just a testament to how awesome they were, because they would have all these things running multiple, not like, cheating, but actually running 3 different characters at the same time, and how that should be a thing. And it made all the hairs on the back of my neck? Not head. On the back of my neck stand up, and I was not pleased. I won't post links, but there's a thread on the P99 boards where I actually posted a link, and it has a timestamp, and you can listen to this person talk about it. It was very upsetting to me. You might not see me do a lot of 2-boxing bans, but that's just because I'm busy with other things. But oh my god, I'm gonna give EQ people a free pro tip for their new upcoming progression server. Don't allow boxing. Unless you're charging subs, then do whatever. But assuming you're not gonna charge subs for EQ1, don't allow boxing.
Subscriptions. Okay,
yeah,
got it.
It's gonna ruin their community. You can't have a community with boxing. And I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh, but I love it. It's so much fun. It doesn't hurt anything. I just use one other character. I'm only 2-boxing. What does it hurt? I just get to do my thing. I don't even have a lot of time. I just want to do what I want to do in my time. Then go play fucking Skyrim. I mean, that's not EverQuest. And the fact that you need people for things like buffs and ports and to get jewelry made and all the different things because every class is not created equally, that's what builds and forces said community to exist. You take all that shit away, either through boxing or through in-game features, and you slowly just crumple the absolute hell out of your community. And so we won't allow two boxing, even though I know one very, very respected staff member, not really, we'll say dev, one very, very highly respected P99 dev, he won't play here because we won't let him two box. And I think that's adorable. He's afraid Eunomia will catch him and ban him.
Well, I would.
Well, you'd have to catch him first.
I would. I'll get all you boxers sooner or later.
Oh, man. That's how you would get Red Server. Get him on boxing. Ugh. Spoiler, it's Rogan. No, Olaris, it's a dev. It's not a actual staff member. And Rogan's not allowed to play. If I found out Rogan was playing on P99, I would be so mad. I would be so mad. Because sometimes, Elron, I'm going to tell you right now, if you harass Eunomia, I will witch hunt you on every goddamn medium that I can until all power is taken from me. I forgot what I was saying because I saw Eunomia's name next to Elron's name. And so it just derailed my whole thinking process. Give me another question, Uberbandit.
You should look at your Skype quick.
I should look at my Skype, he says. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo, doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Are you sending private messages?
Yeah, you know what? You can ask that.
Alright, then we have the
Because
question.
I know it's a shitty thing, but there's a lot of people who bring it up. I see it all the time. So...
What is it about the unfairness to TMO? I'm just
Well,
kidding.
I know.
It's always about TMO.
I know there's a
For me.
lot of unfairness for TMO. If I ask the rest of the server, I'm
just
sure
kidding.
they're
I'm
gonna
just
come
kidding.
forth in droves with sob stories. But yeah, you can ask that. Ask it, Uberbandit.
Alright, when will accounts banned by Darabelle be restored, since Darabelle was dirty himself running the old GM RMT scandal?
Yeah, that's absolutely not a thing. Darabelle retired, and if you were banned by him, we don't just unban people when we lose a staff member. The people that Uthgard banned were still banned. Amelinda's banned, stayed banned. Epfi's banned, stayed banned. Sir, if I ever retire or get removed from staff or anything, my bans will stay bans. For the most part, bans are legit. If you feel you were honest to goodness illegitimately banned, go ahead and petition form it. But if you do that and we look up the thread and we look up the stuff and we see that you're just guilty as shit, we're not going to unban you just because the person who banned you is no longer here. That's not that's just not a policy or a thing that we do. And yeah, I've seen that in multiple places, so I'm glad we got to address it here.
Someone wants to know why Rogan can't play.
GMs aren't allowed to play.
It's conflict of interest thing, so...
Yeah.
Could Rogan play on a character named Rogan and then just change his name something?
If the character was named Rogan, why would he change his name?
So he could run fast through Solby.
Alright, first of all, if Rogan was allowed to play, he wouldn't be allowed to fucking cheat. That's how Eunomia ends up banning Rogan for fucking hacks. That would be a good CSR conversation, though. One day I'm not going to be on staff anymore, and I'm going to write a book. And I'm gonna keep all the logs from our CSR chat, and I'm gonna give it all to the public. Because let me tell you, we talk about some amazing things sometimes. I'm gonna get together with all the other nerds that know all the other secrets, and we're all just gonna write long ass chapters on the true behind the scene history of P99. And I've already decided I'm gonna have Tiggles write the foreword, and we'll have something by chest at the end. It'll be wonderful. It'll be absolutely wonderful.
I think Tiggles could write the whole thing because he really does know everything that's going on.
Tiggles could write a whole fucking trilogy of books. Like, this is why I'm great. This is why the rest of you are scrubs. All bow down before me. But for 5,000 pages. Oh shit, we got trouble.
One simple question fast. Will /Melody ever be a part of P99?
I don't think Melody is classic.
I'm like 99% sure that it's well after Velius.
It might be. I'm pretty sure it is too. I feel like it's oh shit. I don't know. It's definitely not classic though. Sorry, bards.
The answer is if it's Lucklin and will never be in your video game. Ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not going past that. But hello, everybody. It's Sirken. We had some horrible technical difficulties earlier. And let me just say I am very sorry to all of the people who were watching live and had to sit through that and deal with that and suffer through all that nonsense. But we're back now, and we're in Soul B, and we're watching Indignation do things with Ragefire. But since it doesn't seem that anybody else is here... Yeah, since really nobody else is here, I don't really tend to give any shits. Oh, we had some good questions in chat tonight, and I feel like I wish I still had those questions so that I could answer and ask them for all of you. Yeah, we're just watching nerds run in circles. Very thankful to Eunomia and Telin and Knix and Uberbandit for coming on stream this evening. Alright, so what were we talking about? We were talking about, I think the last question, actually. Oh my god. Gonna have to do a lot of editing here. Alright, so we're just gonna get right back into some of these questions that you guys had. One of them I saw was, when do you think Velius will be released? LOL. Here's the thing, I'm not a dev, so I have no idea when Velius is going to be released. I can say that it's getting really close though, because I talk to the devs and I ask them what's left, and so they tell me the things, and every time I talk to them the list gets shorter and shorter and shorter, and now it's really short, like you should be able to count it on fingers. I think I actually answered Jags' question on stream, so we're not going to get into that. But just in case that's not a thing, I would say repetition. I don't know if you actually did or not. There was a question. I know someone asked if Rogan could play, and I don't know if I actually answered that, so I'll just touch on it briefly. GMs aren't allowed to play. Oh, I did answer this because I remember saying I'd be pissed if he was cheating. But yeah, GMs aren't allowed to play for any reason. Myself, Nobog, and Rogan, we can't play. We don't play. It's just it would be too much of a conflict of interest, and we take our server's integrity very seriously. So in the effort to maintain that integrity, we just don't let GMs play. Oh, I think it's Volrock asked about the way we ban for RMT. Can't really get into that other than you are correct in what you... Say this, be very careful who you share your accounts with, because if you share your account with somebody who's doing really bad, really shitty things, you're probably gonna get banned. These people... I think it's actually different people, yeah. At the time the question it was asked, it was Azure Guard, but now it's Indignation. But these people are doing Rage Fire. Do 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 do. Judo says, "Do I think EQ Live is dead?" I do not think EQ1 Live. Wow, that's becoming a mouthful to say. I don't think that game's dead. I think it's just a very different game than it was 15 years ago. I think that if I think I touched on this earlier tonight too, but I don't think any of the people who play EQ Live right now would even recognize P99 as the same game, unless they also played all those years ago. But you know what I mean. The people who just play EQ for the content and the features that's had, say, over the last 3 to 5 years, they probably would hate P99. They probably wouldn't play here, and like I said, they wouldn't recognize it as the same game. But that said, there's a lot of people that still play Q1. There's a streamer I watch named, I believe it's Germanfu, Jermanfu on Twitch. Check him out. He streams EQ1. He's actually the only EQ1 streamer that I watch, and he's absolutely amazing. So, based on the people that pop into his chat room and based on the stuff I read on the EQ1 forums, that game is absolutely not dead. Let's see. Do we have any other halfway decent questions? Can't wait to play the new live progression server with Sirken. Oh, Alaris, I've got bad news for you, buddy. Big Sirken will not be playing on the live progression server. And that's just because there are certain things that I expect, there's certain things that are going to be on that server that just aren't classic. And I know it's not really being advertised as a classic server. It's being advertised as a live progression server, which just means they're progressing through the expansions, through the content, and that's all they're really promising. So I get that. But for me, I would want a classic server, and the only place I can find that is P99. I don't want Defiant gear in my newbie zones. In my game, actually. I don't want all the new NPCs that people have gone in and added over time. I don't want the common lands instead of East and West commons. I don't want a revamped Freeport. I don't want a revamped Ocean of Tears. I don't want bards to have melody. I don't want target rings. I don't want in-game maps. I do want spell sets. I'm not even going to lie. But I mean, there's so many things that just I wouldn't want. And on top of all of that, EQ1, in my opinion, doesn't have a very good way to detect MQ or show EQ or third-party programs. And I know I could just use it as well, and then I'd be on the same playing field as the other people using it, but I shouldn't have to use it. It's like steroids in baseball. You do it to compete, but you shouldn't have to do it to compete. And I don't want to have to do that. But if I'm wrong, and they absolutely, I am almost getting hit by this AE. What? Invol on Sirken. If I'm wrong about all of those things, and they make a server that is a classic progression server, I'll play the shit out of it. I will run around and noob it up, and I will grind mobs with you guys, and I'll play a caster that will let me just sit on my butt for the majority of the time, and I would love that, because I can't play on P99. I am in that boat of GM types that just aren't allowed. And so having an EverQuest that I can play that I would enjoy. Oh, and character models. God damn it, guys. If you do a progression server and it has the Luckland models, I'm going to lose my mind. But yeah, I can't deal with any of those things. And so I would very, very much hope that it's a classic experience, but I just don't expect it to be. So that's that. Let's see what else we have here. I kind of want a new blue classic server. There's been lots of like, oh, after Velius we should do this, or after Velius we should do that. And I know I've been on stream a bunch of times and I've said, oh, we've discussed this thing or that thing or the other thing. But the truth is we talk, we throw ideas out all the time. And one of the ideas that has been tossed out is after we have everything done and ready and finished and working and all wonderfully perfect, we can start a new blue server if we wanted to, and we could progress through the expansions in the proper amount of time. So however long Classic was, and then I think it was 10 months at Kunark, and then, say a year or so of Elias. And then, but the thing is, after that server would be done. So that's the downside of stopping at Velius and sticking to the actual amount of time in between each expansion. You win some, you lose some. Let's see. You aren't taking into account the retards who can't get the game to run. I don't even know how to address that. I don't know. I don't know what you said ahead of that. I feel like there's probably more, but I'm missing it. And since we're on the subject, I know I've posted this in the past, but I'll just say it. If you guys are on the EQ1 forums, don't post dumb shit. Don't post things about P99. Don't post things about other EMU servers. Be respectful. We wouldn't want people to come to our forums and talk about their other things. I don't know. I can't even say that. We let so many people advertise their shit on our forums all the time. You can go into the off-topic section and read all about everybody else's stuff. And you know why we let them do that? Because we don't give any shits. We know that either they're not going to offer what we offer, so it won't do anything to our players, and we know that if they're offering what we're offering, we're going to do it better than them, and so we won't lose players. Does that sound bad? That doesn't sound great. I know how it sounds, but it's true. And if someone proves me wrong, I'll stop saying it. Somebody asks, will P99 ever charge money? No. P99 will never, ever charge money. We pride ourselves on the fact that we are not that we don't charge things. And on top of that, we don't even offer, like, additional things. There's no money stores or pay to wins or any of those things. You can't buy XP potions. You can't buy anything. If we catch players selling items for real life money, we ban them. We ban the seller, we ban the buyer, we ban every account they've ever logged into. We take it very seriously. This is a hobby for us. We don't, as a staff, we don't make any money at all. We actually lose money because we have lots and lots and lots of bills because we have to keep the server nice and safe and secure, and we gotta fix things when they break. And that being said, if we're not making money, other people shouldn't be making money off it. And so don't. Part of the reason I believe that P99 has such a high population is because we don't allow any kind of real money stuff. And people know that if they play here, they're going to be competing against people that actually play here and not people that just came, bought a bunch of shit, and started throwing their hat in the fight. I mean, that's not EverQuest. Either is 3-boxing. Having way too much fun with that. So yeah, no, P99 will be free because that's the way it should be. You're trying to teach people how to set it up. Lots of this guy complaining about his petition. I don't think he understands that Monday night stream is not the place to come and complain about your petition. I don't even care. Eunomia gave my items back I stole from me in EC. Well, it sounds like Eunomia did a good thing. So, thanks, Eunomia. You did well. I can't believe all the people that asked why Rogan can't play. Like, I can't believe people assumed that it would be okay. If there's a character named Nilbo, I don't think it should be a thing. It's probably not Nilbog. I spammed myself. After a while asks, how long does this stream last? This stream usually lasts anywhere between an hour or two, but because of the internet bullshits that happened tonight, it lasted about 26 minutes. And now I'm just staring at an empty zone, spinning in circles. That's fine. Let's go to zone. Let's go to Karner. There's usually always some late night people in Karner's castle. Anything else? Anything else? You stated that we will get a public service announcement on Velius release date so people can prepare. How much in advance warning was the staff thinking? Me personally, that's a good question. Me personally, I would like to see... Ooh, I almost just ran to a zone. I would really like to see the players get... Sorry, I'm trying to make myself fun. I'd really like to see the players get 3 or 4 weeks of a heads up, at least. I feel that's not too much of a thing to where people won't care by the time it's released. But I think it's also enough time for people to get all their ducks in a row. And it's important for ducks to be lined up straight and in a row. Do we have people doing stuff? We sure do. Look at all these guys doing things. Good job, guys, in your things. Hell. I don't even think there's any more questions. It's just really one nerd complaining over and over and over again, making it hard for me to see actual people's questions. And so, I do apologize for that. Yeah, no, I guess that's it on the questions. So, hopefully that's enough. I hope you guys had a good time, and I promise you that... What do I promise? We'll do a video or another stream during the week. We'll make up for this one, I promise. And, on top of making up for this one... Maybe that's it. We'll make up for this one. There's something I really want to do, but I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. And so I don't want to talk about it if I'm not going to do it, but whatever. You'll definitely get another stream this week to make up for what happened tonight. And thanks again to Eunomia and Telin and Knix and Uberbandit. We've got some good guests lined up for the next few streams, and I hope you guys will enjoy all of those. Alright, that's it. We're done. I will talk to you good pals next time.